Hello, I'm Kimberly, and welcome to the weekend edition of the Native News Update. It's Friday, November 13th, and many of the stories you hear here can be found at IndianCountryTV.com. And here's the news for the day from the Associated Press and other Native news sources. Senator Bernie Sanders and Senator Tammy Baldwin introduced legislation this week to stop the transfer of federal land to a foreign-owned corporation, which plans to develop the largest copper mine in North America. The land, known as Oak Flat, is located in the Tonto National Forest and has significant religious and cultural value to Apache and Yavapai and other Native Americans in the region. The night before voting to approve the 2015 National Defense Authorization Act, Senator John McCain slipped in a provision referred to as Section 3003 that approved the transfer of public lands, Oak Flat and nearby Tonto National Forest lands, to private corporations Rio Tinto and BHP Billiton. Resolution Copper, a subsidiary of the corporations, intends to use the land to construct a block cave mine, which would destroy the sacred Oak Flat area and create a crater up to 2 miles long. Hundreds came to Crazy Horse Memorial on Veterans Day to honor the service of Native American code talkers from South Dakota. The ceremony started out with a bang as another piece of the mountain was blasted away. At 11:11, a blast of the Crazy Horse Memorial left a cloud of smoke for spectators to take in. 11:11 was chosen to signify the day World War I ended at the 11th hour and the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918. Code talkers outsmarted the enemy by using their native language as a way of communicating during World Wars I and II. Bronze replicas of the Congressional Gold Medals awarded in 2013 were on display for people to learn about code talkers and pay respects to their families. There are currently 67 known code talkers from 8 different tribes in South Dakota who served in the First World War. Research is being conducted to determine how many served in World War II. While some tactics and strategies could be broken down by the enemy, the native language was the one that could not be cracked. Because it was such a silent operation, many family members of the code talkers didn't even know that part of their heritage until their veteran family members died. Joseph Plenty is the co-founder of Arrows for American Indians, an organization that aims to bring Native American culture back to the reservation in hopes of staving off the problems its youth face. According to the U.S. Census, a third of Native American teens live in poverty. And according to a recent federal report, the suicide rate is twice the national average, as Native American teens are more likely to face violence, alcoholism, and poverty. Brings Plenty and fellow co-founder Ruth Ann Tickle Logan has big plans for Arrows for American Indians, which will sponsor programs designed by Native Americans that improve their youth situation. Right now, Brings Plenty, who works as a South Dakota police officer, hosts a boxing club for Native American teens, where in addition to the sport, he teaches them some of the Native American ways. Ultimately, his group plans to build an adobe building on land donated to his cause, which will serve as the community center where kids will learn from their elders and local artists ways to connect with their origins. For more information, you can check out arrowsforamericanindians.org. Benefiting Arizona recently posted an article honoring female Native American veterans and their contributions to freedom, culture, language, and traditions. The article, entitled Honoring Native Women Warriors, tells the story of Specialist Lori Piestewa, the first Native American woman in U.S. history to be killed in combat, as well as those women that have served their tribes, communities, and country throughout history. Native Americans have a long, proud history of dedicating their lives and careers to the U.S. Armed Forces. In fact, tribes have the highest per capita commitment of any ethnic population defending the United States. Today, Native American service in the armed forces often evokes memories of the Navajo code talkers and iconic soldiers such as Gila River Indian Community member Ira Hayes, who raised the flag at Iwo Jima. What is often missed are the contributions Native American women have made to protect the freedoms enjoyed by all Americans. These women warriors have fought for the rights for their people for centuries, often without glory or recognition. To read the article, you can go to benefitingarizona.org and search for Native Women Warriors. Loretta Lynn will release a new album called Full Circle on March 4th, 2016, marking her first studio album in more than 10 years. The 13-song set is a concept piece to take listeners through a journey of the 83-year-old Loretta's own musical story, traveling from the Appalachian folk songs and gospel music of her childhood to country standards, new interpretations of her own classic hits, and newly written numbers. Fans will also have an opportunity to watch a new documentary about Loretta's remarkable life and career when American Masters, Loretta Lynn, Still a Mountain Girl, premieres nationwide March 4th, 2016 on PBS. The film will explore the country legend's hard-fought road to stardom. Lynn is one of the most awarded musicians of all time and has sold more than 45 million records worldwide. And that's another roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of the Nave News Update. I'd like to thank you for joining me and have a grand day.